Once upon a time, in a small mountain village nestled at the foot of tall, silent hills, there lived an old lady whom everyone in the village loved dearly. Her house was tiny, built from rough gray stones that had stood strong through many winters. It had only one room, a small window, and a wooden door that creaked softly when opened. To the world outside, it looked poor and simple, but inside, it was always filled with warmth and love. The old lady had no children, no savings hidden away, and no grand name that people spoke of in far-off places. Yet she possessed something far rarer and more precious than gold or fame. She had true peace in her heart. Every morning she would rise with the sun, tend to her little garden behind the house, and pick whatever vegetables were ready. A few K. Every morning she would rise with the sun, tend to her little garden behind the house, and pick whatever vegetables were ready. A few carrots, some onions, potatoes, and handfuls of fresh green herbs. In the evening, she would light a small fire in her old stone fireplace. The flames crackled gently as she stirred a pot of soup, filling the air with a comforting smell. While the soup simmered, she would hum soft old songs, melodies from her childhood that no one else in the village seemed to remember anymore. Her voice was quiet, but it carried joy. The villagers adored her. Whenever someone felt sad, lost, or worried, they would walk up the narrow path to her door. She never turned anyone away. She would invite them in, sit them by the fire, pour them a bowl of warm soup, and listen with kind eyes. Even on days when her own garden had given little and her pot was nearly empty, she still shared what she had. And she always smiled. One cold winter evening, when the sky was dark and the stars shone brightly above the mountains, there came a gentle knock at her door. The old lady lit her small oil lamp and opened the door slowly. Standing there in the moonlight was a stranger, a traveler wrapped in a long, dark cloak. His face was kind, but there was something mysterious in his eyes. "Good evening, grandmother," he said softly. "May I warm myself by your fire for a little while?" "Of course, my child," she replied with her gentle smile. Come in. She gave him a bowl of hot soup and a piece of bread. They sat together in silence for some time, listening to the fire crackle. Finally, the traveler spoke. "I have traveled through many villages," he said, "and everywhere I went, people spoke of you. They say you live a simple life, yet you are the happiest person they know. You give even when you have little, and your smile never fades. Because of this, I have come to offer you a gift, a very special choice." "A choice?" the old lady asked, her eyes twinkling with curiosity. "Yes," the traveler said. "Follow me, and I will show you 3 doors. Behind one door lies your deepest desire, whatever your heart truly wants most. Behind the other 2 doors, there is only emptiness and disappointment. You may choose one door to open, and whatever is behind it will be yours forever." The old lady laughed softly, the way a mother laughs at a child's sweet dream. "Oh, traveler, I am too old for such things now. My days are already full and happy. I have my little house, my garden, my songs, and my peace. What more could I need?" But the traveler stood and gently took her hand. "Please, just come and see. It will take only a moment, and you do not have to choose if your heart says no." Kind as always, She wrapped her warm shawl around her shoulders and followed him into the cool night air. They walked along a winding path through the sleeping village and up into a quiet meadow high on the hillside. The grass swayed softly in the breeze, and the full moon bathed everything in silver light. There, standing alone in the middle of the meadow, were 3 doors. They stood upright with no walls around them, as if by magic. The first door was made of pure gold, shining brightly with beautiful carvings of flowers and birds. The second door was made of smooth, strong wood, warm and inviting, like the door of a happy home. The third door was old and rusted, covered in reddish spots, looking worn out and forgotten. The traveler pointed to them. "These are the doors. Choose one." The old lady stood quietly for a moment, gazing at each door. The golden one sparkled with promise. The wooden one looked safe and comforting. But then, without a moment's doubt, she walked straight to the rusted door and placed her wrinkled hand on its cold handle. The traveler looked surprised. "That one? Why the rusted door?" She smiled her gentle smile. "Because in all my years, the most beautiful things in life have always come in old, worn packages. A kind word from a tired friend, a warm fire on a stormy night, a shared bowl of soup when hearts are heavy. True treasures are not always bright and new on the outside." Slowly, she pulled the rusted door open. Inside, there was nothing. Just soft dust floating in the moonlight and deep, quiet emptiness. The traveler watched her face closely, waiting for tears or sadness. But the old lady only laughed, a soft, joyful laugh that echoed in the still night. "Aren't you disappointed?" he asked. She shook her head, still smiling. "Not at all. I was born with nothing in my hands, and I have learned to be happy with what each day brings. I still have my little home waiting for me, my fire burning low, my soup on the stove, and this smile in my heart. I have lost nothing." The traveler was silent for a long time. Then, slowly, he walked to the golden door and opened it. Inside lay mountains of gold coins and glittering jewels, enough wealth to buy kingdoms. Next, he opened the wooden door. Behind it stood a tall, clear mirror. In the mirror, the old lady saw herself. Not old and bent, but young again, with smooth skin, bright eyes, long dark hair, and beautiful clothes. She stood in a grand house filled with luxury and laughter. The traveler turned to her, his voice quiet. "Look, you could have had all of this. Endless riches, youth and beauty returned. A life full of everything people dream of. You could have had so much more." The old lady stepped closer. She looked at the shining gold for a moment. She looked at the young woman in the mirror. Then she turned to the traveler and met his eyes with her calm, peaceful gaze. "More than what?" she asked softly. "More than the peace I feel every morning when I wake? More than knowing how to smile even on hard days? More than the taste of simple soup made with love? More than humming my old songs by the fire? More than a heart that is thankful for small things?" She paused, then spoke with quiet strength. "No, my friend. What I have right now is already the greatest gift. I chose the right door, the door that showed me I need nothing else to be truly happy." With those words, she gave him one last warm smile, turned, and began walking slowly back down the path toward her tiny stone house. The fire would still be glowing, the soup would still be warm. Her songs were waiting to be sung again. The traveler stood alone in the meadow, watching her go. The moonlight fell gently on her small figure as she disappeared into the night. And in that moment, he understood. True happiness is not always hidden behind a golden door full of riches. It is not found by turning back time or chasing grand dreams. Sometimes, the greatest treasure is already in your hands. Peace, gratitude, and a heart that knows how to smile, even when life is simple and small. And so the old lady returned to her little home, lit her fire a little brighter, stirred her soup, and hummed her old songs late into the night. Happy, just as she had always been.